Welcome to our video about recycling clothes. We are at the Johann-Gottfried-Herder-Gymnasium in Berlin, where we are addressing this important topic.
Now I'm going to give you an outlook on who is saying what. First, Greta will introduce our topic. After that, in the main part, Greta is going to describe our project. Lily is going to present the facts and figures of our topic and also the current situation, for example, at home, in our school, etc. After she did that, she's also going to tell you something about the impact on climate change. When Lily is done with that, Greta will give you possible solutions and actions. Next, Anastasia is going to explain the implementation and will measure of our mitigation project and also how much CO2 emissions could be reduced. That was the main part. In the conclusion, I will answer the questions what the environmental, social or cultural benefits of our project are, what we observed, what our results are, and also what conclusion we can draw from our project. And that's it. Now let's get started with the main part.
The goal of this project is to raise awareness about the need for recycling clothes and to offer practical solutions. Clothing production contributes significantly to CO2 emissions, and our focus is on reducing this impact. We picked this topic because we believe that recycling clothes will make a positive contribution to reducing CO2 emissions, while at the same time helping those who are in need of clothes. We did 2 surveys in our class. In the first, we measured how many people throw away their clothes and how many hand them down. The second survey measured how many people buy their clothes new in stores and how many buy their clothes second-hand. Our project focuses on promoting sustainable practice for buying, reusing and disposing of clothes, built on surveys and data collected from our class. Our goal is to inspire people to buy second-hand, reduce annual consumption and recycle their clothes responsibly.
We conducted 2 surveys. The first survey asked how many students buy new clothes and how many buy second-hand clothes. The second survey asked how many students throw away their clothes and how many pass them on when they no longer fit. In the first survey, it was discovered that 23 out of 32 people buy their clothes new, which is 71.88%, and 9 people buy second-hand, which is 28.13%. We found out that the production of a person's clothing releases around 500 kilograms of CO2 equivalent into the air every year, assuming that our class represents all of Germany with 80 million inhabitants. 90.6 billion kilograms of CO2 equivalent will be emitted per year from people's clothing in Germany. In the second survey, it was discovered that 2 out of 32 people throw away their clothes, which is 6.25%, while 30 people pass on their old clothes, which is 93.75%. We discovered that when one person throws away their clothes in 1 year, approximately 70 kilograms of CO2 equivalent is released into the air. If we assume that our class represents all of Germany with 80 million inhabitants, 5.6 billion kilograms of CO2 equivalent are emitted every year in Germany due to people throwing away clothes. Like we already said, most people prefer purchasing new clothes, which contributes to the fast fashion problem. But when it comes to throwing away clothes or handing the clothes down, the majority decides to give them away and to do something good. These results show that while there is some awareness of sustainable practices like handing down clothes, there is still room for improvement, especially in encouraging more second-hand shopping and ensuring that no clothes end up in the trash. The climate change has many effects on the environment, such as on people and animals. Temperatures are rising, it is getting warmer, and there are heat waves. Glaciers are melting, and the sea levels are rising. Extreme weather events such as storms, droughts, and floods are happening more often. Habitats are changing, and animals and plants may disappear if they cannot adapt. Crop failures and water shortages are also becoming more common. But if we recycle and reuse all our clothes, then there will be not so much CO2 equivalent in the air, and these things may not happen. However, we must also do other things to reduce the emission of CO2 equivalent.
Let's talk about what we can do to address the problem of clothing waste. First, we recommend donating usable clothes. Gently used clothes can be given to charities, shelters, or second-hand shops, so others can reuse them. For clothes that are too damaged to be reused, we suggest sending them to recycling programs or companies that turn them into new materials, like cleaning clothes or insulation. Another opinion is to upcycle our clothes. We advise turning old or worn out clothes into something useful, like bags, scrunchies, or decorations, instead of throwing them away. Finally, we recommend reducing waste overall by buying fewer clothes and focusing on higher quality items that last longer. This will help reduce the amount of clothing waste we produce in the first place. Now, here are some practical steps we can all take. First, start by organizing your clothes. Separate the ones you still wear, the ones you can donate, and the ones that you can recycle. Next, find local donation centers or collection bins. Many large stores also have programs where they accept all clothes for recycling. Another idea, consider organizing a clothing swap with friends or family. It's a fun and sustainable way to exchange clothes you no longer need. Additionally, get creative with upcycling. For example, turn old t-shirts into reusable cleaning clothes, or jeans into shorts. Lastly, inform others. Talk to your friends and family about the importance of recycling clothes, and encourage them to join you in donating, upcycling, or repairing items. By working together, we can reduce clothing waste, promote sustainability, and make a positive impact on the environment. Let's all take these steps and inspire others to do the same.
We came up with 4 ideas on how to reduce CO2 emissions. We think putting a donation bin in a school would be an easy and effective way to reduce CO2. The bin would stand on a schoolyard where everyone can donate their clothes they don't like or don't fit. Once a month, the school would donate their clothes to a homeless shelter. The donation bin itself costs around 200 to 500 euros, depending on the size and material. You have to pay for the transportation around 50 to 100 euros every month, but it depends on the distance. With the help of the donation bin, we could save 2.1 tons of CO2 annually if everyone brings together 50 kilograms of clothes each month. Our second idea is a school flea market. It is a great way to reuse old clothes in a sustainable way. People can sell or trade clothing they no longer need. At the same time, this event brings students, teachers, and parents together and helps everyone learn about the importance of sustainability. First, you need to plan and get organized. Start by creating a team of students, teachers, and maybe some parents to help out. Then, choose a date and a place for the event. It could be in the gym, in the schoolyard, or a big classroom. Make sure to plan everything at least 4 to 6 weeks in advance. People who want to sell clothes can sign up for their own stall. Or you can set up central tables where all the clothes are collected and sold together. Next, you need to let everyone know about the flea market. Share the details in the school's website or app and post about it on social media like Instagram. On the day of the event, everyone with a stall brings their own table. Instead of selling, people can swap clothes with each other. Any leftover clothes can be donated to a charity. At the end of the day, no money was spent. The flea market would save 20 tons if at least 700 people participated every 2 months. Also, you can take part in workshops where you learn to repair or recycle old clothing, for example, tote bags. These workshops can be carried out in geography, ethics, or art lesson. You can also discuss in class how bad mass production and burning of clothing is to help students become more aware of clothing consumption. Plus, you don't have to spend any money, and these workshops promote mutual support and are a sign against wasting clothes. Our last but not least idea was the Eco Challenge, a competition that combines creativity, teamwork, and sustainability. It is all about reducing clothing waste and making a real impact on the environment. And also, no money is needed. Here's how it works. First of all, the goal is over the next month to recycle, upcycle, or donate as many clothing items as possible. Every action you take contributes to reducing CO2 emissions and promoting sustainability. The rules are really simple. For every kilogram of clothing you recycle or upcycle, you earn points. Upcycling gets bonus points for creativity. For example, turn old jeans into a tote bag or a sweater into a pillowcase. Did you know recycling just 5 kilograms of clothes can save 18 kilograms of CO2? Imagine what we can achieve together. There will be categories like most creative upcycling, largest CO2 savings, and best team effort. Points are tailed and winners will receive eco-friendly prizes and a certificate. The impact is that we calculate how much clothing we saved and how many kilograms of CO2 we prevented. For example, if 100 participants recycle 5 kilograms each, that's 1.8 tons of CO2 saved, equal to driving a car for over 7,000 kilometers.
Recycling clothes has significant environmental, social, and cultural benefits. For example, recycling just 5 kilograms of clothing saves around 18 kilograms of CO2 emissions, reducing the need for new clothing production and cutting waste. Socially, donating clothes helps people in need, like at homeless shelters, and activities like school flea markets bring communities together while promoting sustainability. However, our observation shows that while most students donate their old clothes, which are 93.75% according to our survey, there are still 71.88% still prefer buying new items, which means second-hand shopping needs more encouragement. The results of our project highlight that simple actions like setting up donation bins or hosting flea markets can make a big difference. By promoting these ideas, we can inspire others to shop secondhand, recycle responsibly, and reduce CO2 emissions. Together, we can create a more sustainable future. To make a real impact, we must continue to raise awareness and encourage sustainable habits such as buying secondhand and recycling clothes. Every small action adds up, and by working together, we can significantly reduce waste, help the environment, and create a more sustainable society.
This was our video. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something new about recycling clothes.
Bye!